This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. Certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is, the one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Oh, Mycroft.
Mr. Holmes, perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We're about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need? Help? Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further...
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Wow. Oh man, the voice actor for Mycroft sounds so evil. I love it. So he should definitely be like a Lovecraft narrator. So, cease. The Siren. The grotesque murder of the former Captain Peter. Yeah, this is reading up on our case. Captain Peter Carey, known in private as Black Peter, has been resolved. The evidence that Scotland Yard received from a trustworthy source was more than sufficient to conclude that the murderer of Peter Carey was Patrick Carnes, one of Carey's former harpooners. In fact, the dangerous criminal caught single-handedly by brave Inspector Lestrade in a hand-to-hand combat fight. Patrick Carnes is now sentenced to death. Oh wow. Okay. Well, anyways. Oh damn. You know what? Sherlock, you're definitely, okay, sorry, yeah, Sherlock, yeah, you're definitely a bro. If he's able to, like, let someone else take credit for, you know, his work, then, damn.
This is where I keep my post.
Well, you still have another one there if you want to take it. Alright, whatever. Alright, anyways, you know, I'm kind of tempted. Do I want to have more glasses? Nah. Alright.
Holmes, please call a cab while I pack my suitcase. We shall be late for the train.
Bye, doggy.
Look after Mrs. Hudson for us, Toby.
Alright.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Is it getting paranormal?
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
I mean, obviously I don't believe this to turn into a Ghostbusters game,
It's
but...
too dark.
Ooh.
Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
What? Ah ha 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 ha, look. He's reading the game. The book, he had
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
I don't know about you, but, like, I'm just got a little bit of a Witcher vibe. Like, just looking at the scenery here. Alright. Solve the mystery of the vanished train. Inspect the rails where the train vanished. A late night railway station, an incoming train, and a possible riddle. Holmes and Watson returns from holiday to involves the tale of intrigue. Alright. I guess we should go down here and chat with these people then. I guess not then? So, wait, should we go in here? Okay. Oh, Watson, you're actually moving. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Sorry, the last partner I had in the last game would just, you know, disappear and reappear. You know what? I do miss John, to be honest. But I'm sure Sherlock feels the same way. Alright.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
Okay, so I imagine the train disappeared down here. Imagination talent helps you visualize objects and events.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
It's empty as well.
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
Okay. No grounds or footprints.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual. The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
So look at a map of the surrounding area would be useful. I imagine it's going to be back here at the station. Alright. Well, while we make a trip back, I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know Chris Rock didn't, but that's enough about that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go on the internet, dude. It's gonna be everywhere. But yeah, oh man, such a great weekend on Skyrim. Oh, speaking of which, I think I know what happened to Lydia. Give me a second, I'll explain.
Good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
We didn't know anything about the passengers, but okay. Honorary badge, full gray hair. Spots of Earth. Married. Oh, whoops.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
So anyways, if you don't know, in Skyrim, I'm building a farm, and I was gonna have a render, my dark elf made, steward to watch over the farm, so he can talk about his backstory to the flowers and stuff. Here we go.
This map will be useful.
But so I was like, it didn't give me the option to do it. So, alright, now we gotta go look for the files. So it didn't give me the option to do it. So I was like, alright, maybe if I tell him to piss off, then I can ask him to. So I told him to leave, and he was like, alright, see you, fam. And it said your follower can leave your service. So then I talked to him again, and he's still in my party. I'm like, okay, dude, seriously, leave. Or I'll be back in Nightcaller Temple. So he starts to leave, turn around, Lydia's not there. Oh, and by the way, I couldn't use render as my steward. So yeah, so Lydia just pretty much disappeared. And what I think happened is when I told render to leave, I have a followers mod that increases my follower count from 1 to like 5 or 6. So anyways, yeah, so basically what I think happened is that for some reason the system told Lydia to leave because she was my first follower and not render. So I think she went back to Whiterun, so we'll look for it there. Alright, enough about Skyrim. Alright, man, let's see here. Whew, I'm hungry.
This part is
Except
probably
reading.
from a locomotive.
But then again, just like Sherlock says, eating makes his mind slows down or something like that. So maybe it's a good thing I don't eat before I, do these
An
Sherlock
old
video.
locomotive bell.
I feel like my brain is definitely working
This
a lot
place
better.
serves as a storage area for the station.
Cause like if my brain can store evidence, then I'm good.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
The only thing I'm not confident in is what I was supposed to get. Oh boy. There we go. I found more information about the vanished train. Solved the mystery of the vanished train. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's see. Nothing else around here. Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down here as well. Right.
Railway post bags.
The entire train has disappeared. It's a disaster.
Alright, I'm just like going around checking to make sure we got everything. I'm pretty sure we're supposed to pick up one more item, but... Ah! Message to all station. Mr. Robertson is located at Brittling Station.
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this Mr. Robinson.
Yeah. The same thing, man. Oh, Mr. Robinson. Alright.
Here is the train set.
So this is the train that we're looking for. So, a line Nottingham to London. Type train, liner number 324, composition locomotive, coal, first class car, postal wagon, special wagon, ordered by Mr. Robertson. Second class car, okay. Interesting. So Mr. Robertson definitely knows where this,
A telegraph.
definitely know about this train. We're not at Bedlam Station, are we? Or whatever it's called. Some evidence can be investigated. Oh, yeah. That's this dude here.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington Station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington Station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Alright, so we need to know, we need to talking to Mr. Robertson, ask him what's up with this train. We need to know what's in the special train, and we need to know who the passenger was in the trains. Then we'll get to the bottom of it. Yeah, man, I don't know about you though, but like Watson and like Holmes, like when they were like standing together in that scene talking to that old dude, bro, they look like gangsters, like straight up. And I mean the good, like the cool kind, you know. Alright. Like almost like Peaky Blinders style of gangsters. So alright. I don't know why, like, but all of a sudden, like, I just thought about Alice in Wonderland, how, like, Alice was sleeping under the tree, and I was just thinking that there should have been a rabbit, like, falling down a hole or something like that. You know, just like a little Easter egg and stuff. But, hey, don't mind me. Don't mind me. Alright, so nothing in here. Whoa. Yo, I saw that. I saw that, Watson. I was about to call you Hudson for some reason.
Railway post bags.
Right. Yeah, I would have figured this is Mr. Robinson. I mean, just wow. This guy's so chill.
Good day to you, sir.
Good day. To whom am I speaking?
My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is...
Are you a representative of this damned railway company? Because I have a complaint.
We are not from the railway company. We are...
Well, in that case, Mr. Shamrock Flomes, please excuse me, but I'm not in the mood for idle chit-chat at the moment.
Australian hat. You know what? I gotta look up to see what makes a hat Australian. Expensive clothes. Heavy gold ring. Wow. This dude got money. Fancy shoes. Crocodile skin.
You must be Mr. Robinson, is that correct?
Yes?
I am leading the investigation of the disappearing train. It would help if you could answer my questions.
Ah, well, all right. I have nothing to hide.
I presume it was you who placed the order for the special wagon.
Yes, it was to transport my valuable prototype safely to London. My prototype is a revolutionary device. It is capable of producing electricity. I'm a businessman and an engineer. I had already found several potential customers for my invention, but I was very optimistic about the directors' board who were travelling on the train last night.
You mentioned a director's board. Which company do they own?
The Chilean Barcazes Company. I had made an appointment with them. Now they are lost, along with the train and my prototype.
What do you know about the Barcazes Company?
It's a large South American company. They showed a great deal of interest in my prototype, and they seemed wealthy enough to do business with.
This revolutionary machine of yours, was it very valuable?
For God's sake, sir, it is priceless. It could change the world we live in, and yet I was selling it for almost nothing. I am a humanitarian, you see. I do not know if I will ever be able to get over this disaster. I cannot believe that it disappeared with that damned train.
Mr. Robinson, could you please clarify? Were you traveling alongside your prototype?
Yes, I was. But I had to step off the train. And all because of this stupid station master.
I received a telegram declaring that an important person, a Mr. Bromsby, wished to see you in the waiting room. I merely informed you of this.
Mr. Bromsby is a wealthy gentleman. His interest in my invention was truly unexpected. So yes, of course, I agreed to see him. Unfortunately, he wasn't there. I thought perhaps he might have been delayed, so I chose to wait a while. But despite my requests, the train left the station without me. Absolutely unacceptable.
The timetable is strict. We cannot wait any longer. The regulations require the train to be on time.
You are an idiot. You will pay for it. I will sue you.
Goodbye, sir.
Have a nice day. Wow.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Or closed. Am I assuming that he's not in the same class as Mr. Robson over here? Cheap ticket. Married. Oh. Rough skin.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector. He started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared, but I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Interesting.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir. The ticket inspector
Very
forced
interesting.
all the passengers from the train except for the directors of the Barcazes Chilean Company.
So the train. Just a wagon. Fuck it. You already know how we do it. Yep. Move! There we go. Accident. Chilean stay on the train was just a coincidence. Oh, fuck off. The train conductor overlooked them. Chileans were left. The directors of the Chilean Barcazes Company were intentionally left on the train to control, remove all passengers. I mean, obviously, it was this thing. Yeah. At the moment, I say it's obviously this. A coincidence. Wow. Alright.
Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you?
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I am investigating the unfortunate disappearance of last night's train.
I see. I'm Station Master Bertram, but my supervisor has not informed me about this. I do not know if...
Do not worry. I have only a few questions. Station Master Everett from Evesham told us that you reported a problem with some passengers last night.
Indeed. This train is a regular line for those who work at Nottingham. But yesterday, everyone was asked to get off the train here at my station. I've no idea why, and it delayed the train. But the worst of it is that now I have to deal with 2 furious passengers who are complaining about the company's service. They stayed here the whole night, but people do not usually pay much attention to the regulations, you see. There are very strict and clear rules. Paragraph 234 of Article 2G-43 states that in the event of a complaint, you must...
Yes, thank you. I understand. Apart from the passengers disembarking, did you notice anything else that was unusual last night?
I did. And I mentioned it in my report to our higher management on the matter.
What was it?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. The station master's reports are confidential.
Confidential, you say? How long have you been working here?
I've worked here long enough to be quite capable of managing a railway station.
Oh, come on, kid. You still got instructions and everything anyways.
Let me speak frankly, Mr. Bertram. Your age and your lack of confidence in your position are quite apparent. You cannot deny that you have only recently completed your studies.
I was at the top of my class.
Listen here, young man. I am aware that you wish to protect yourself behind all these regulations, but I represent the law.
And you are obstructing the investigation of an important case. I would suggest that you cooperate with Mr. Holmes. Think of your career.
Ah, that is... well, I'll tell you everything. First of all, I scolded the ticket inspector, for it was he who asked the passengers to leave the train. It was not his right to do so. He was very rude. And then, later on, I received a most peculiar telegram from my colleague at Chesterfield Station, the next stop along the line.
What did the telegram say?
Well, that was the peculiar thing. It was almost unreadable. It was full of errors and awfully vague. It was hard to understand if the train had correctly passed that station or not. You can read it for yourself.
We ought to visit Chesterfield Station. We need to confirm if the station master saw the train or not.
Very interesting. Alright, well this is where we're gonna go ahead and, ooh, hold on.
The insurance policy for Robinson's machine. A significant sum.
Whoops. Alright. Insurance organized by Thomas L. Robinson. For his prototype called the autonomous electricity generator. This policy particularly covers up the loss of the prototype up to 50% of its value. Maximum cover amount £15,000. Insurance duration 1 year renewable. You know what? Before we end the episode, let's ask Mr. Robinson about this.
According to this document, you have insurance for your prototype.
Oh, thank God. Where did you find it?
Near the telegraph station.
I must have lost it when I tried to send a message, which I was prevented from doing.
I apologise for that, but regulations state that public access to the telegraph is strictly prohibited.
Upon my word, you keep on digging that hole of yours. You have no idea who I am.
You are just like a Karen, bro. I mean, I understand you lost a lot of money, but I mean, it wasn't this guy's fault.
I see that you kept your grip sack with you. Why don't you leave it in the luggage room?
I've had other things to think about. I lost my prototype, and this idiot station master just stands here doing nothing to help.
Oh, but...
Well, that won't do at all. Station Master, I believe that the regulations state that any passenger luggage should be taken to the luggage room.
I'll do it right away, sir. Sorry, sir.
This Robinson is quite a character. We should learn more about him.
Alright.
I will not move from here until I receive my refund.
Jesus Christ, you are a Karen. Well, I guess they're called Chads. Whatever. Anyways, I love how the game just like zooms in his face. Make sure you do your homework tonight, kids. Like, do your homework tonight, kids. Anyways, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the episode. Very interesting. So like I said, I mean, it's obviously not paranormal, but it feels a little bit paranormal. So yeah. Also, there's gonna be a couple bonus videos coming out this week. Some DVD and some Smite. If you don't know what Smite is, if you know what League of Legends is, there you go. If you don't, just watch it. But yeah, it's a free game on PlayStation. My friends just got me into it. I am very trash at the game. All right, but hey, I'm learning it. So, anyways, so today's video is just gonna be like my first match ever, trying like a support class, which I really kind of shouldn't have played. But oh well. Yeah, you're pretty much just going to be seeing me and my friends get wrecked. But overall, though, I like the game. The characters are very interesting. But anyways, that's about it. So I guess I'll see you in the next episode. Later.